Welcome to Murda Stream.
Ohio. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to the counter. Makes a pass to Marker. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Already find a hole in that secondary. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Say it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Plus territory, they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Reed. Here's a heat. Quarterback gets the first down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm. It's starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success. And you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Complete out of the backfield. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your offense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Reed to throw for it on 4th. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Headed for the corner, it's Jackson. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Here's Sayin to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
Quarterback making adjustments. Fourth down, Sayin. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
Welcome to Murda Stream.
Receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
TDBIH.
No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run inside. It's West. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian saying to throw.
And those body blows.
All out of space. You want to talk about changing field position. A huge play takes it down to the 37.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Might be calling a hot route. Say it. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. Got a little grass. Touchdown! Buckeye! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touch.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked. Scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun on third down, say it. The quick out. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Throwing, say it. Makes the catch. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Bussey. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Quick completion on the outbound. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown,
that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And they tacked on the extra point. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The run inside. It's Jackson. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. He just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now facing third and short from their own 17. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayin unleashes one. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Sayin rushes on him. Fires it down the seam. Got it down the field. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fights off a defender. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Right back to the well. Runs for the tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A designed run for the quarterback. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in it. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. Shows him the stiff arm. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Got enough for the 1st. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Throwing Reed. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
On the direct snap, it's Bussey. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Going for it all. He's got it. First down and more. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Reed.
Welcome to Murda Stream. TDBIH.
These drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to
GG.
They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Running inside, it's Owens. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
Quarterback keeper. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. Past the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Inside the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the... Oh, the ball's out on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Pressure coming. Makes a connection. There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got his man on the right. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it. Inches away from the touchdown. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can...
All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is the short points. This field goal would make it a one-possession game, and the crowd trying to get in this guy's head. And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
You got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the fourth quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. It is sucked out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Might be changing the route. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks free in the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Coming out with it, it's Bussey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this?
He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And the offense chooses to be aggressive and go down the field to try to make the big play. Listen, that's a good thing. It's good to be aggressive. But now you got to live with it a little bit here on third down, because now it's third and long after 2 incompletions, and the defense, they know you're going to pass the football, so you got to have an answer here on third down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, Reed. Thrust that arm out. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The first down stop.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Catch inside the 25. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Reed. Under fire. Buried before he could blink. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Now here's Reed. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just leave it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On the ground, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. Right down the gut of the field. The 30, past the 20. And he gets it in for the touchdown. Time has expired. They're down by 1. They can send it to overtime with the kick or win it with the 2.
What an unbelievable job in this kind of hostile environment. Being able to execute like that, score the touchdown with no time left on the clock, and now it's decision time. On the road, this crowd is already stunned. Do you go for two and go for the win?
And they'll try to win it right here with the two-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. It's complete to the right. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good. And with that, they win the football game. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Murda Stream. TDBIH. GG. Remember me from last stream.
Yes, I do. What's up? What's up?
How much win you got?
The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
He caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. 2 top 10 teams on the road. He knows
Michigan or Ohio State.
have to be efficient. This is a Big Ten matchup that everybody's been looking forward to this season, and he said, I'm going to have to call the game of the year for us to succeed on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes.